Hello everyone, welcome to our four-part series digging into a unique combination of sport and Southern culture. A little game we like to call Nashville's TransPerfect Music City Bowl. Now if you're a fan of college football, giving back through youth sports, or even just famous cities with a style and flavor all their own, you're going to want to stick around. Since 1998, the TransPerfect Music City Bowl has been one of Nashville, Tennessee's favorite and fastest growing holiday traditions. One that deserves a closer look. Throughout this series, we're going to share with you the unique history of an underrated bowl game, provide an inside look into how the teams are picked, and even show how the bowl gets involved with its community through a youth football program now celebrating its 20th anniversary. It is going to be a ton of fun and will definitely entertain all you college football fanatics. So let's get to it. Hey there, I'm your host, Storme Warren. You might know me from my days hosting The Highway on Sirius XM, or my news station with Garth Brooks on TuneIn Radio, The Big 615. Saturdays during college football season are a special time in my household. Go Pokes! And our family loves the whole bowl season. It's the holidays, great teams going head-to-head with gridiron glory on the line. What could be better? But here's the thing, while that is true of bowl games all across the country, the TransPerfect Music City Bowl is unique. Not only does it end the season on a bang for two of the NCAA's biggest football programs, it brings people from all over the nation into the heart of a thriving, world-famous town just a few days after Christmas, a game that is a true part of a community, growing in stature every year. So how did we get here? Well, let's get this show on the road and go back to where the whole thing started. In early 1997, the Nashville Sports Council got together with a crazy idea. The town's reputation as a destination city was just beginning to grow, and the council wanted to add something new to the mix. With relatively easy access to a majority of universities and a number of different conferences, and a brand new stadium being built for the NFL's newest franchise, the Tennessee Titans, well, the council and the city leadership decided a postseason college football game was the way to go, hosted right here in Music City. Discussions began with the Southeastern Conference and the Big East, and after settling on the obvious choice for its name, the Music City Bowl was born. Months of planning and hard work led to the inaugural Music City Bowl on December 29th, 1998. It was played at Vanderbilt Stadium, since what would become Nissan Stadium was still not finished, and it aired nationally on ESPN. A strong matchup between Alabama's Crimson Tide and the Virginia Tech Hokies saw the teams battle it out with frigid temperatures and a sold-out crowd, with Virginia Tech going home winners 38-7.
Lots of time. The end zone, picked off, trying to get to Zhao, who escapes and throws and comes out. Throw it away, and it's picked off.
Great downtown area.
Speaking of in, Lamar, good to see Zhao back in after that last hit. He threw another one away. Summers, his second. The Hokies win it, 38-7.
And from there, it has only grown. By 1999, Nashville's new NFL stadium was finally completed, and it quickly became home to both the Tennessee Titans and the Music City Bowl. Since then, the Music City Bowl has been a stage for future NFL stars to duke it out. Some of the most dramatic and memorable games in history. Players like Eli Manning in 2000 and Lamar Jackson and Myles Garrett in 2015 have donned the Music City Bowl field before moving on to highly successful NFL careers. Currently, the SEC and the Big Ten are signed on to supply the Music City Bowl with their teams. And with those conferences full of powerful programs and future NFLers, the matchups should continue to be entertaining for years to come. Meanwhile, the impact of the bowl extends far beyond game day or even game week. It's a year-round effort that even reaches young athletes across the state. Now known as the TransPerfect Music City Bowl, a big part of the event is its youth football program. Each year, in partnership with Delta Dental of Tennessee, the TransPerfect Music City Bowl youth football program provides local youth leagues with thousands of dollars in donations, helping bring all the positive aspects of football to kids in need. The money helps buy equipment and uniforms. It maintains facilities. It even helps pay for game officials and the start of new league programs throughout the year. For their part, Delta Dental of Tennessee makes sure each young athlete has their teeth properly protected with mouth guards supplied at no cost to their families, and the result of all that giving is easy to love. Each season gets capped off with a celebration of champions ceremony at the TransPerfect Music City Bowl, with the winners from each local league invited out onto the field to be recognized. With over 20 leagues in the youth football program so far, and more starting up each year, that's a lot of kids who get to see what they can achieve with hard work and determination. And the energy during that moment in front of tens of thousands of football fans, that's like nothing else. Part of the youth football program's growth has been the introduction of a youth football program ambassador, which started in 2018. The position is all about inspiring young players with a success story. An athlete who started out just like them is now living the NFL dream. And this year's ambassador is Tennessee Titans quarterback Malik Willis. Back for his second consecutive year as ambassador, Malik has gotten to know a lot of these kids and see what the program has done. We recently caught up with him about the Music City Bowl and its youth football program.
It's awesome being the ambassador for the second year. I mean, you look at these guys and it just gives you like goosebumps. It's like a little flashback, being able to see them like out here having fun and just remembering those times when you were growing up, and it's awesome. You just got to take advantage of the time and the opportunities that you get, and you got to take advantage of what this game can give you, you know what I'm saying? It'll help me take care of my family, it'll help me get my education, it'll help me do a lot of stuff that I ain't never think it was gonna be possible. So y'all boys just take advantage of it, go have some fun, and go ball out. I think it just helped me to, find myself growing up. Like, you have different activities away from home that can help mold who you are, because just the interactions, meeting people, and just the game itself teaching you the different fundamentals of what it is to be a man, and it's just been a great upbringing through this sport and through this league.
So great to see young lives being shaped through football and fun. But not only did we talk with Malik, we also caught up with Dr. Phil Wenk, CEO of Delta Dental of Tennessee. According to him, the company's involvement with the Music City Bowl and the youth football program started out as a way to give back to the community and, of course, to generate a little goodwill. Business is business, after all, but it has turned into something so much more.
Hi, my name is Phil Wenk. I'm CEO of Delta Dental of Tennessee and a proud member of the Music City Bowl over the years, now the TransPerfect Music City Bowl. What we saw was kids coming to games and not having mouth guards, and how do you address that? So it was our opportunity, along with our partnership with you guys, which would have, without you, we couldn't have done it, to deliver these mouth guards free for every child who wants to play football. That's very important to us.
With Dr. Wenk at Delta Dental of Tennessee, the 20-year commitment of the youth football program has helped make a real difference in the community, and we thank them for their support. But lucky for Middle Tennessee, they are not alone. The simple fact is that these days, you can't talk about the Music City Bowl without TransPerfect, the game's title sponsor since 2020. What they do around the world is amazing. They've been providing the highest quality language services to organizations worldwide for over 30 years. And when it comes to youth football, they don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk. We look forward to 2 more decades of direct impact on local kids through the youth football program. But if you've ever wondered what that actually looks like, you're about to get a cleats on the turf view. We spoke with Coach Gershom Jordan, the youth athletic director, and he explained the youth football program really means to communities all over the region.
Youth football has a major impact on these kids' lives on and off the football field in various ways. I think it brings a sense of community. It also gives them something to look forward to. A lot of these kids, when they go home after school, really don't have anything to get into, so a lot of the times they find themselves getting into trouble. Having the TransPerfect Music City Bowl and Delta Dental supply vital gear like mouth guards, so our program has been immeasurable. It means a lot to us. When the kids see programs like the TransPerfect Music City Bowl and Delta Dental get behind what we're doing, it kind of brings it all back to life for them. So just having you all come out, the cameras, taking pictures, bringing the mascots out, it really means a lot. I mean, these kids, they get excited about football naturally, but having that extra support and that extra boost really helps a lot.
All right, everybody, huddle it up. First off, thank you for joining us on this episode. Hopefully you learned a little bit about where the TransPerfect Music City Bowl came from and how it's getting involved with communities across Tennessee. Next, we're going to get deeper into the playbook to see how a bowl game works and what it could mean for the players and programs involved. We're going to cover this year's Selection Sunday as it goes down. That's right, you're going to hear from representatives of each bowl department and even get a glimpse behind the scenes of the 2023 game as Music City Bowl CEO Scott Ramsey calls schools with their formal invitations. Stay tuned to find out how that goes and what teams he's calling. Thanks to our sponsors, TransPerfect and Delta Dental of Tennessee. Until next time, this is Storme Warren, signing off from Nashville, Tennessee.